Look, guys, detaching from your physical reality, from the circumstances, is the number one most difficult thing for my clients to understand when dealing with manifestation. And the way that I tell them to understand this fundamental is, for one, to admit that, yeah, it does sound like a bunch of crap. It does sound like, it just sounds weird to think that, okay, so like right now my left hand is holding the phone. My right hand is, well, I can't tell you where my right hand is. It's on the steering wheel. Relax, guys. Okay. I'm driving to Taco Bell. Okay, don't ask me why. All right, I want to have diarrhea. And all this is happening in the present moment, right? Wrong. Okay? Anything that you experience externally cannot be the now moment. Why? Because it is all a recycling, a reflection of your internal state that you have carried previously, or your assumptions or thoughts or anything. But bottom line is, everything is a reflection of your internal states. You're probably saying, okay, so you holding your phone in your left hand is a reflection that one time you were on the couch thinking, I want to hold my phone with my left hand when I'm making a video for YouTube. No. One holds their phone with their left hand to film a video for YouTube because it's the natural thing for them to do. It's a natural way to hold the phone when they have previously been telling themselves, you know what, I want to start making 4 videos a day, which is exactly the internal state that I have been carrying these past couple weeks. And in reality, it's really an internal state that I have carried for a while. As a matter of fact, the one who kind of inspired me, believe it or not, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, whoa, don't ever say that name again, Aaron Doughty. I used to watch his stuff all the time, and honest to God, I think he's very important to the LOA, Law of Attraction community, which I don't really follow. And then, of course, I am the best in the LOA, Law of Assumption category. But I remember he said that, he was going to make, videos every single day, and then he ended up blowing up, right? So I've always just used that as inspiration. But the same way that I put it in my head, I am going to make a lot of videos per day, to hone my craft, I started doing it. And that's why I'm holding my phone. That's why I'm seeing myself right now holding the phone. That's why I'm making this video, right? And the same thing goes for your current circumstances, right? If you're dealing with BS from an SP, they just don't want to talk to you, they have you blocked, or they're ghosting you, they're not responding to your texts, that is all a reflection of an identity, an internal state that you gave yourself, right? Now, I know I just said, well, for what I'm doing right now on my phone is filming this YouTube video is a reflection of an idea that I had, right? But that was a conscious idea. That wasn't something that I was trying to avoid. But you see, all you have to do is have a conversation with your friend at the cafe talking about how, oh, I hope Billy texts me back. And if you ever say something like, I hope Billy texts me back, that is you identifying with the internal state of the one who has to hope that Billy texts him back. And the one who has to hope that Billy texts him back is the one who knows there's a possibility that Billy won't. Therefore, you are identifying with the internal state of the person who doesn't get texted back all the time, and you expect it. Anytime there's an expectation, it is coming from an internal state of something that I guarantee you do not want to embody. So if you have expectations of the worst, if you expect for things to go wrong with SP, with the money, you expect that, oh, I don't know why, I just have this feeling, why the hell is Waffle House closed? What the living shit? Either ways, guys, I'm telling you, there's some crazy shit going on today, right? If you expect for them not to text you back, then it's not so much the thought, it's the fact that that is coming from an internal state that you are identifying with that doesn't get texted back. And therefore, 2 months down the road, 1 year down the road, if another guy who you get with, if another girl who you start dating doesn't text you back, they could be reflecting all those years ago when you had that conversation in the cafe with your bestie, right? Where you were shooting the shit with your boys at, at game nights. And I mean, this is why the scriptures say to, bad company produces bad morals. When the scriptures talk about bad morals, it's not talking about, hey, you have to dot your I's and cross your T's, do your prayers and say your Hail Marys. It's talking about bad morals, the morals that you create. Your rules. You say you want to be this SP magnet, yet you are acting like an SP repeller. Okay? What do you expect is going to happen? Okay? So everything, even the fact that I'm here at Taco Bell, okay, for shit. I mean, I probably was just thinking of just nonstop fucking diarrhea for, a couple of weeks ago maybe, and boom, here I am, right? But fuck, I want a quesadilla. Sue me. Okay? All right? Everything is a reflection. So when you understand that, things will start to feel like they'll bounce off of you, right? You feel bulletproof. You can walk in the shadow of the valley of death, but you will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Who is David talking about? He was talking about God, but who is God? God is us. We are his creation, sure. But that wasn't referring to so much the creator. That was referring to God, the godness, the godlikeness. Jesus came on earth and he became the God-man. God is with us. Man in God. You are the God of your reality. You are the one who decides the rules. You're the one who decides the morals. And if you decide the morals that you are going to be rich, wealthy, you're fulfilled, you are happy and being chased all the time by SPs, yet you keep identifying with the wrong identity, then stop getting angry for the fact that after you did your affirmations, you still are seeing shit results. It's because it still has to catch up from all the bullshit that you've been feeding yourself internally. Reality must follow the code. Like the scriptures say, God will not be mocked. You have to understand that everything has to follow the order. And someone's going to say, well, that's weird because I was talking all this shit about myself and I did this one affirmation and then it worked. Boom. Okay, but always look into those success stories. And if you didn't see them get married, you just heard that they got a text, maybe that was a reflection of something else. And yeah, that's not to say that manifestations can't reflect right away, right? I sometimes wonder if do they really go in order of your internal states that you gave yourself or not. I think there is such a thing as you can change your state so heavily that it reflects right away, but don't count on it, okay? And the reason why I say that is not to discourage you, but to stop getting out of this idea that you are doing something wrong, that the affirmation needs to be more heavier, it needs to be more extreme. Of course, I have self-pedestalization affirmations that I send to my clients, and of course, they've said they have overnight results, and of course, the fucking link is in the description. But that doesn't mean that you have to do that. Anytime that you start nitpicking at the way that you're doing manifestation, you're doing it wrong. Because when you do a technique as the manifester, you are simply trying to manifest, and one who tries to manifest doesn't have. You have to do the technique as a reminder of not something that you're trying to get. It needs to be a technique as a reminder of something that you already have. Okay? But I'm going to make like 50 more million of these. If you guys want to go more deeper into your situation and you really need help, the links are in the description box below. And if you become a channel member and you don't like the prices, guess what? The prices on my channel membership are the cheapest thing of Neil Arthos, and you get discounts for all my consultations. And also access to the next 2 months of videos. Just saying. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.